Here we are again, celebrating the life of one of our greatest pioneers, African. African fought a hard battle. He is to be commended on telling death, not yet, I'm not ready. We thought we were going to lose him last year, but African surprised everyone. He even started coming back out on the set. We were all in awe. That's the way he lived his life. If you see him fighting a bear, don't help African. Help the damn bear. Why? Because who he was and what he represented. You see, he comes from a generation where men stood strong, and the word was your bond. He comes from a generation where he had to fight, he had to fight to not have to sit at the back of the bus. He comes from a generation where education was not an equal opportunity at one time. African comes from a generation where if you drank out of the wrong water faucet, you could go to jail. He comes from a generation from just what color he was, he could be spit upon. He comes from a generation where his peers were Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey Newton's, Geronimo Pratt, the Bunchy Carters. He comes from a generation where just listening to rock and roll could get you in trouble. You had to be tough. There was no way getting around it back in those days. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, if there is nothing a man will die for, he is not a man. I'm sure in his lifetime, African had a long list of which he would have given up his life for. People, the OGs are leaving this set rapidly, such as Sly, Chosen Few, Big Mary, DT, Slime Slim, Dio, Donald Duck, Dio, King Dog, Wanderer, Skilo, Chosen Few, Big Slick, Deuces, 45, Magnificent 7, Tucson, Chosen Few, Sleepy, Chosen Few, Flame, Wise and Sand, Waka Waka, Chosen Few, Poopy, Dio, Kiwi, Dio, and now African Dio. What is an endangered species? Polar bear, the wolf, the eagle, the seal, the tiger, the panda bear. Webster Dictionary says, endangered species must be protected and saved so that future generations can experience their presence and values. People, that's the OGs. You can't experience their past, but while they're here, you can experience their presence and values by respecting them and learning from them. I declare this day, September the 8th, 2012, that the OGs be added to that endangered species list. OGs are like cowboys, breaking in the horses, and the young generation just come and get on the horse and ride off. OGs pick the cotton, and the young generation wear the clothes to the cotton made. OGs can make a cake. The YGs come and eat it. I can go on and on. When all of the OGs are gone, you will speak of them at the same level as people in the history book. I guarantee it. You should feel privileged and an honor to have known the pioneers ideas of that bike set, of the bike set, such as Apple. Some of the OGs are in wheelchairs, walkers, canes, some are even bedridden, and convalescent hospitals. Always remember this: know them, know you. The OGs have made it possible for you to get on your bike and ride across the country, any place you want to ride. Listen to their stories, such as urinating on your hands during the tough man run up in the mountains and the snow. Your hands are frozen from your handlebars being so cold from the snow that you had to urinate on your own hands to thaw them out. Stuffing newspapers down your pants to keep you warm while you're sleeping on the side of the highway. That's the way the OGs did it. Not only did you have to be tough, you even had to know how to turn wrenches, because you had to have a toolbox, a tool bag on your bike. Kick-starting your bike definitely tested your manhood. Some couldn't do it. Some had very cool ways of doing it. Some would, be a little cool. They didn't have no buttons to push. Even dry mud and oil on your jeans kept you warm. It formed a seal, and the air couldn't get through. A lot of people thought they looked dirty and nasty, but there was a reason why they looked like that. The OGs have a lot of tricks of the trade. Mr. Bodine knows what I'm talking about. He has been educated by one of the best, Mr. Pee-wee. Listen to them. They have a lot of knowledge to give. Respect them. Cherish them. Honor them. Give the OGs their flowers while they can smell good. African knew his time was growing near. Instead of him showing fear or self-pity, he sent soul food to the 50-plus picnic. Black-eyed peas, rice, and turkey necks, and they were good too. This is what African was about. Being a M-A-N. No me, oh why. He was a man. Because of the courage, the strength, the dignity, the self-discipline he displayed towards his last days here, I am asking each and every one in this church today to stand and give this great pioneer African a standing ovation.
Marvelous words from Sister Showtime and OG. All right, we're going to stick to this for a moment. But when I catch your time, I know it's hot in here. But I need to talk to you because I know a place that's hotter than this. When you say amen, there's another place that's hotter than this. She was talking about being an OG and what they have done. And I thank God for being part of that. I'm only 66 years old, but I've been riding since I was 14. That's some 52 years that I've been riding motorcycles. I didn't come up on the set until 69, and at that time, that's when I met African. 1969, I was fresh out of the Marine Corps, and hanging out with some guys called the Wild Bunch. And we used to hang out looking back and considering all that is going on, I realize that sometimes we kind of skip the important parts of life. Particularly when we're young, nobody wants to think about dying when they're young. But as you get older,